Beterbiev is known as the puncher, but he's not just a puncher. You know, his balance, you know, his ring IQ. You know, Bivol is not just a stick and move boxer. You know, he's physically strong. He can hit hard. So we'll see.
If Bivol can take Artur's punch, Artur gonna have problems. If Artur can take Bivol's punch.
The highly anticipated rematch between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol rematch is all set to take place on the 22nd of February 2025. The WBA light heavyweight champion Dmitry Bivol will be looking to take revenge against the knockout king Artur Beterbiev. The boxing pros have shared their valuable verdicts for this epic clash between two of the most humble and talented boxers in the boxing world. The professional Mexican boxer Canelo Alvarez has picked Bivol over Beterbiev for their rematch. He thinks Bivol has the skills to beat Beterbiev, although it will be tough, but he has the ability and skills to knock out any opponent.
Is there one person that comes to mind?
No.
Bivol maybe, just to get the rematch? Bivol maybe?
Bivol is one of the guys I have my rematch now to like I say, if he wins the 175 undisputed.
Do you think he does?
I think so. He got the ability to do it. You know, Beterbiev is a really strong fighter. It's gonna be hard, but he can do it.
Meanwhile, the popular British sports promoter Eddie Hearn shared his concerns over the results of the previous fight between Bivol and Beterbiev. He thinks the fight was brilliant, but the result was a bit controversial, and that's why a rematch was much needed.
There have been an approach regarding that fight for that date, but we'll see if it can get over the line. I mean, it's the only fight. You know, the first fight was not just a great fight, but I mean, if you don't want to call it controversial, you can call it extremely competitive. I mean, for me, Dmitry won that fight, and we need to try and put it right, but Beterbiev's a great fighter, and I think the rematch would be an epic event.
Similarly, the professional American boxer David Benavidez also thinks that Dmitry Bivol was robbed of and deserved to be the winner of the fight. He believes it was an unfair decision, but the best part is that the fans loved it and both fighters fought well by giving their all. Bivol's power and resilience were definitely outstanding in that match.
To be honest with you, I think when it comes more down to boxing, I think Dmitry Bivol won that fight. From probably when it comes to damage, Beterbiev was probably landing the harder blows. But you know what? I feel like Bivol did enough to win the fight. You know what I mean? And it was a great fight. At the end of the day, the people in boxing won, and you know, it's a great fight, and we get to see it again. And then after that, hopefully I get the winner.
Benavidez also shared his prediction for their upcoming rematch in February. He is sure that if the result remains fair, Bivol will easily beat Beterbiev and win the fight.
Expect for Bivol to win the rematch, or do you think there'll be adjustments for Beterbiev that he ends up winning again?
I don't know. To be honest with you, that's only questions that those men can answer. But if Bivol, if it's the same exact fight, I see Bivol winning, but unless they rob it again, there's really nothing you could do.
Former boxer and current promoter Oscar De La Hoya admires the skills and footwork of Dmitry Bivol. He thinks the last fight was a close one that went for 12 rounds, but this time Bivol will take his revenge. The punching power of Bivol is commendable, and that's why he has an upper hand in the rematch.
It's a very unique style. I would have to give Dmitry Bivol the advantage here a little bit because he has better footwork, you know. Beterbiev kind of like just stalks you down, you know, and with Bivol, he's just like constantly bam, 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 you know. I love that. He's a good boxer, man, with power. So, and he's got skill up here. It's a tough fight to call. But I'm going to have to give Dmitry the advantage.
Meanwhile, popular American boxing trainer Teddy Atlas was confident that in the rematch, Bivol will be more aggressive and have higher chances of winning. He believes that Beterbiev is becoming older, and his strength will be lesser than Bivol, who is much younger than him. Their first match was a close one that could have gone either way, but this time, Bivol will come with more preparations. After his previous fight, Bivol must have got an idea about the weak points of his weak points that will help in his rematch. Teddy Atlas stated, "Hey, Beterbiev becomes 40. I would say the guy that is closer to 40 would be more affected by that kind of fight in a rematch than the guy Bivol that is 7 years younger." He further added that the Bivol will have the extra advantage of strength and stamina, and the fans will witness a different result in February. Atlas added, Bivol will be less accepted physically, whereas Beterbiev might be more impacted in a rematch. Who does it benefit more from a physical and emotional experience? I think it benefits Bivol more. Bivol will be better for that experience in the rematch. The Australian boxer Tim Tszyu thinks both boxers are incredible and have their own unique skill set. It is difficult for him to pick one of them, but he will pick Bivol due to his wide range of attacks.
I like Beterbiev's style of just that, bring the heat, walk forward, just a monster, just deadly. But Bivol's, I think he's got more tools in his arsenal, so I'm leaning towards Bivol.
Okay.
Additionally, American boxer Caleb Plant was also confident in the abilities of Beterbiev. He knows Beterbiev has the experience, resilience, and determination to win fights even at the end of his career.
Beterbiev is known as the puncher, but he's not just a puncher. You know, his balance, you know, his ring IQ. You know, I said in the other two interviews, but, you know, he'll lure guys to the ropes and turn them, put them on the ropes, and he can put his hands together quick. You know, Bivol is not just a stick and move boxer. You know, he's physically strong, he can hit hard.
Meanwhile, Mitch Mitchell is confident that the Russian-Canadian boxer Beterbiev will knock out Bivol with his experience and power. He praised the skills and determination of both boxers, but his heart says Beterbiev will have an upper hand in this rematch. Mitch Mitchell said, "I have huge respect for both boxers and think they are both the best light heavyweights ever to be around. I would be leaning towards Artur Beterbiev to win by KO. I can't see him being beaten." Wayne Alexander is also excited about the fight as both are world champions. They have the eagerness and hunger to win more fights. He praised the punching power of Beterbiev, but he will have to tackle the mind games and strength of young Bivol. Alexandra said, "Beterbiev is so strong and powerful and is one of the hardest hitters world boxing, but I believe that Bivol is excellent in every department of the sport apart from power punching. I think he has the class, skills, footwork, movement, and ring IQ to win a very exciting all-action 12-rounder on points." Meanwhile, the undisputed heavyweight champion Alexander Usyk also gave his verdict for this fight. Reacting to their previous encounter, Usyk said that the two boxers will give tough time to each other in the beginning rounds and it was very close. However, the final 3 rounds were the game changers as Beterbiev showed his experience and won the final rounds. He thinks Bivol also has great skills, but the result was fair and Beterbiev deserved to win.
Last question for you, and away the rush to go. Beterbiev, Bivol, you watched the fight. Who do you think won the fight?
Yeah, I watched this fight. I think Bivol win this fight. Oh, not Bivol, but Beterbiev win.
You scored it to him?
Listen, for me, I say for me like a 6-6 for round. Yeah, but more % win Beterbiev. Last 3 round.
Usyk also backed Dmitry Bivol to take his revenge and beat Beterbiev in the rematch. The close fight in October must have boosted the confidence of Bivol and will come hard against his opponent this time to make things even. Artur Beterbiev also gave his reaction to Usyk's comments of backing Bivol. The Russian-Canadian boxer said he doesn't care about others and his aim is to win his matches and nothing else bothers him. He will continue to focus on his game, which is probably the best answer he can give to them.
What do you make of Alexander Usyk backing Bivol for this fight? When he was asked about this fight, he said Bivol's going to win this fight. What do you make of that?
I don't know. They can't say anything. I don't think so. I don't think about them, you know, like what they say, what they not. I'm all focused for my fight.
Well, the rematch is not far away, and we will see who will emerge victorious on the 22nd of February. In their previous encounter, the fans witnessed a very thrilling contest. It was full of power, skills, resilience, and passion, and 2 outstanding boxers were fighting for the title. The battle continued for 12 long rounds, and in the end, the referee declared Beterbiev as the winner of this epic clash. clash. However, Bivol and his fans were angry with the result, as they thought he was the one who deserved to win. After such controversy, the rematch was announced, and the anticipation of this match is on the next level. Dmitry Bivol is younger than Artur Beterbiev, but the latter is famous for his brutal punching power. Beterbiev is known as the knockout king because of his unbelievable ability to knock out his opponents. Out of the 21 professional fights, Beterbiev has won the fight by knockouts on 20 occasions, and Bivol is the first boxer who lost against him with a knockout. This shows how lethal and powerful Beterbiev is, and Bivol will have to come with full preparation in February to stand a chance against him. Some fans were unhappy with the result, but then there is Beterbiev, who was unhappy with his performance despite the win. He believes he could have done better, and something similar to his previous 20 fights. He thinks that he hasn't given his best and wasted the opportunity to knock out Bivol. Beterbiev is confident that he will complete the remaining task in the rematch and deliver a more convincing win than the previous one.
If be honest, I always more critic of myself, and even all my last 20 fights, because of luck, I win them by KO. I'm always complain about my skills, performance, That's why I don't like what I did. I want to do more, better.
A lot of sounds were raised after the result was announced, as most of the fans and analysts thought it should have been a draw or Bivol's win. The fans showed their anger on social media with a lot of comments and posts. This created so much pressure that Turki Alalshik had to announce the rematch. The Saudi advisor is among the most powerful men in the boxing world, and he also showed concerns on the result. Turki Alalshik stated, "I'm not happy with the result. Both boxers are like my brothers, but I think Bivol won the match by taking 2 rounds more. I will try to make the Beterbiev versus Bivol rematch." Turki Alalshik now wants to increase the anticipation of this match and create more interest. He has decided to lower the ticket prices for their rematch in Riyadh. The price of the card is expected to be lower than $25.9 in the US and not more than $19 to $99 in the United Kingdom. This decrease in price shows that Turki Alalshik wants the maximum engagement of fans for not just this fight, but for the whole season in Riyadh. In this Riyadh season card, the fans will be able to enjoy Daniel Dubois versus Joseph Parker, Virgil Ortiz versus Israel Madrimov, Jilei Zhang versus Agit Kabayel, Stevenson versus Floyd Schofield, and more. So there isn't much time left in the rematch. Both Bivol and Beterbiev will be preparing hard to claim victory. The intense battle between these two is much awaited among the fans, especially after the controversies over the result of their previous fight. Well, what do you guys think? Who will emerge victorious between Bivol and Beterbiev on the 22nd of February? Do share your thoughts in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more interesting content.